चित्ताश्वकामादितरङ्गमध्ये कृपामयिकां शरणं प्रपन्न वृन्दे नमस्ते चरणारविन्दं वृन्दे नमस्ते Now I'm going to start Srimad Bhagavatam from 10th canto. Title is Substance, Essence of some pastimes of Krishna. Now, I'm going to tell some very secret pastimes of Krishna. First of all, you should know that who is Krishna. He is not a worldly boyfriend, and Srimati Radhika, not a boyfriend. And the high class of love is not any material lust. It is beyond the touch of all kinds of bodily senses, even by mind. But if we have some Shraddha, honor to hear, and if we have really transcendental Shraddha, even a seed of that, then we can gradually know all these things. All kinds of lust will go away. And gradually our Shuddha Sattva will come, and then we can realize. We are not qualified to speak or to hear, but yet something we must hear, those who are seniors. So for senior devotees, and then they should hear with very strong faith and honor. They should know, and then after that they should begin from, follow from the, but they should hear. So, Gopi Prem, this Prem is not a very, like a Rasagula of Calcutta or not a Rasagula. Now, with this thinking, all these things, come to Vrindavan. Leave your body here, this mortal, letting all kinds of your boats, all problems, everything, come with me. Let us go to Vrindavan. And then you can realize something. Don't remember anything.
Vous voulez plus de sécurité à l'achat d'une voiture qu'un simple essai routier? Bien sûr, grâce à Auto Hero. Achetez une voiture.
Now, you so come that Krishna is going to our heart in Vrindavan. And gopis are telling what? Atmatam phalamidam na paramvidam shakhyun vaveshu yuto vayasya bhaktam pradesh sutayo anuvedu jestam jaivamiti tam anugata katakshimo. Oh, that was Bashanti Ritu, spring time. All the flowers of all seasons were in blossom in Vrindavan. Jamuna was flowing very sweetly, color. So many lotus flowers were there in blossom. And their fragrance was attracting bumblebees. And they were blowing fine. Perhaps they were telling Radhe, Radhe, Radhe here and there. And they became mad. They came mad, all the pieces. And Krishna took lakhs and lakhs cows. Also their friends joined him with lakhs and lakhs cows. And so many cowherd boys. You cannot imagine. They are playing, jumping, and all are telling Krishna, Krishna, Kanhaiya, like this. And gopis are in their horses. So many groups of gopis, of different groups, and they are remembering Krishna, as if they are seeing, and they are telling, oh, we know that we have eyes, but only eyes are not sufficient. The eyes who have not taken the darshan of Krishna. What Krishna? Which Krishna? Going, Krishna is going. Krishna and Baldev both are there. Baldev is some advanced. And Krishna playing on his robe, searching something from his crooked eyes here and there. And so many gopis are standing here and they are making arti by their eyes, and Krishna accepting them. So, Nanda Sutta, yeah, what? Brajesha Sutayo. Those who are not seeing Brajesha Sutta going to convert, their eyes are in vain. Some thunderbolts would come and finish these eyes. No need of having that. But those who have done that Brajesha Sutayo. Brajesha Sutayo means the son of Nanda Baba. Now there is not son of Nanda, but he has been supported and nourished by Nanda Baba. So he always thinks that my father is Nanda Baba, not Vasudeva or anyone. And to Jashoda, she is my father. So it has been told by Sukadeva previous people. But also some more meaning. What? Brajesha Sutayo. There are two bridges. Two bridges. Oh, one Nanda Baba and more superior, Vishwamana, he is also Brajesh. Nanda Baba has one son, who? Krishna. And Vishwamana Maharaj has. But Suta is Radhika, the daughter of Vishwamana Maharaj. Here Sutascha is Sutayo, by in Sanskrit grammar. So here it has been told, the eyes, when Krishna is going and not seeing to whom, but just to Radha and Krishna, what they are doing? Krishna was playing on flute. Ram has advanced, given to give chance. Gopis surrounded Krishna, and Radhika made with Krishna. He possibly took the flute of Krishna. Anumenu Yustam, and then she began to play, and Krishna became so attractive that I cannot do like this. And he is looking with crooked eyes, very attractive. If this scene has not seen that, these eyes are like jobless. Thunderbolt type ones come and finish this. I don't want. So, Brajesha Sutayo Anuvenu Justam Jaivar Niditam Anurabdha Kataksha Moksha. That are all. Doing like this. And so many things, Purna Purnamita. And then Krishna decided after that coming Sarat Ritu. Wishful season. भगवान अभी तारात्रि सर्वोत्फुल्ल मल्लिका दीप्सरंत मनश्चक्रे योग माया Gopis had no desire, but Krishna had desire. What desire? Bhagavan api, he is Swayam Bhagavan. He is Atmaram. You know Atmaram. Atmakam. Self-serving. No vision, nothing. Atmaram. But yet, when he remembered Gopis, at once he was remembering. And then, after that, there became some ras, dance and singing and all. After that, Krishna disappeared from Ras. All began to lament and cry bitterly. Bitterly cried. Oh, they became totally mad. They began to ask from trees, creepers, animals even, from Jamuna, have you seen Krishna? Have you seen Krishna? Like this. They became totally mad. And then they began to sing. Jayati become Janmana Praja Swayati Indira Swasvadatrati Daita Drishyatam Tekshitavaka Daitita Savaka Vijay Tava Pathamritam Tajivanam Savitiritam Karunasapam Savadamangalam Srimadasatam Bhuvirinantite Bhuvidajam Tava Pathamritam, one gopi is telling. Tava Pathamritam, Amrita, or your pastimes and all your speaking are how like nectar. If anyone finds so much problems and is upset in this world, finds so much pain in this world, he is burning in the frost fire of so many problems. If they will hear Harikatha, everything will be pacified. So Krishna Katha is like Amrita. And those who are distributing this nectar, they are most high class of donors.
Welcome to next collection.
Finish. Hari Bol, Hare Krishna. क्या बोलेंगे? एको. हाँ? Okay, how many of you want to hear about the fourth question, or how many of you want to hear about, because today is the day of Gurudev Samadhi from English calendar. Yeah? Which topic? How many Gurudev? Achha. How many questions? One? Chalo, theek hai. ज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। गुरुवे गौरचन्द्राय राधिकाय तदालये कृष्णाय कृष्णभक्ताय तद्भक्ताय नमो नमः। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। तो संकीर्तनैकपित्रो कमलायताक्षो विश्वम्भरो द्विजवरो युगधर्मपालो वन्दे जगत्प्रियकरो करुणावतारो। राधाचिन्तनिवेदितो पिता श्रीकृष्णचरणं वन्दे राधालिङ्गितं विग्रहम् भक्त्या विहीनयपराधलक्ष्यै क्षिप्तस्य कामादितरङ्गमध्ये कृपामयी तं शरणं प्रपन्ना वृन्दे नमस्ते चरणारविन्दम्। श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। बोलो हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे। I can't hear.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram
Ram Ram. Cha. So as devotees requesting me to speak on a very beautiful topic, and that's Srila Gurudev, because from the English calendar, today was Srila Gurudev Samadhi in Navdeep Dham. How many of you were there? Samadhi. कोई है यहाँ? कोई भी नहीं? Raise your hands. How many of you are there? No one. Gurudev Samadhi? What? Gek? I said, how many of you were there when Gurudev was given Samadhi? So you're not listening to me? I'm not saying visiting Samadhi. So, Gurudev was preaching all over the world. The message of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the message of Sri Rupa Goswami, the message of Srila Prabhupada, all over, fearlessly without any restrictions. Just now you saw how Gurudev was speaking about Braj Gopis, Ras Leela and all these higher topics. Because he took the very special mood of Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada, who came to give this world with very high class Hari Katha and very higher mood, the mood of the Braj Gopis. But many times he lamented saying, my whole life been spent in just cutting jungles. But I wanted to give the same thing which Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came to give. What is that? Swabhakti Shriyam. The beauty of that high class Madanakhya Mahabhav. But my whole life spent in just cutting jungles of Mayavad means, for those who can't understand, to make it simple, to explain that this all is not bhakti. Whatever people understanding, or they are assuming that this is a style of bhakti and this is devotion, whereas that's not devotion and bhakti. Srila Gurudev, he said, I took a special, the Vishesh, special mood of Srila Prabhupada and my entire Guru Parampara. Entire Guru Parampara here also means Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami in Chaitanya Charitamrita, he is describing the glories of Radharani. So many jungles have been already cut by acharyas, powerful acharyas. But Srila Gurudev took that one special mood of Bhakti Siddhanta to preach the glories of Radharani. Jadi Gauranga na haito, tabe ki haito, keman dharitan de, Radhara mahima prema rasa sima, jagato janato ke. Why Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, to whom to give or not to give? Just now we saw in this video, Gurudev saying, I am speaking about Ras Leela for some senior devotees who are present here, so that they can taste, they can relish this. So what's happening with the newcomers? They will also going to learn slowly, step by step, but everyone has to come to the standard of understanding. What is our bhajan about? Why we are doing this bhajan and what is the purpose of our bhajan? Aradhyo Bhagwan Vraje Satanya Tadham Vrindavanam Ramme Kachit Upasna Braj Vargenu Ya Kalpita. Our Aradhya is Shri Radha Krishna of Braj. And our process of worship, divine couple Shri Radha Madhav Radha Govindji is like Braj Gopis. This is the mood Gurudev was giving to everyone. Just like Mahaprabhu is not considering who is qualified and not qualified. Similarly, Gurudev was not considering who is qualified, not qualified. He was giving that qualification and also he was giving that higher topics. And his special mood of saying that if I will not give this, who is going to give this? So I am taking the remnants. Gurudev said, I am taking the remnants of all my acharyas. All disciples of Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada, they came for the same reason. And that's only one reason. To spread the glories of Radharani, nothing else. Understand? Such high mood. And Srila Gurudev also got so many oppositions. Many people said in those days, Narayan Maharaj is Sahajya. They used to say this. Sahajya means? You understand Sahajya means? No. One who take the dealings of Radha and Krishna in Sahaj means ordinary type. Like this is about boyfriend and girlfriend. Sahajiyas. But Gurudev said, yes, I am bona fide Sahajya. There is some category which is not bona fide. But Gurudev said, yes, I am bona fide Sahajya. Because Sahaj Bhav, spontaneous love of Radha and Krishna, this is Raganuga Bhakti. What else is there? Ragatmika Anusmritya Sa Raganuga Uchyate. Raganuga Bhakti is what? Following the footsteps of those who are associates of Krishna. Means Ragatmika Bhaktas who have Ishte Swarski Ragam, those who have spontaneous love for Krishna. Their love for Krishna is very Sahaj, means ordinary type. The love of Yashoda Maya for Krishna is ordinary, is not extraordinary, just like a mother has for the son. Without any tinge of mixture of opulence in that Vatsalya affection. The Sakhas of Krishna, they have no any mixture of opulence in their mood for the Krishna. Understand? It's called Shuddha Sakhya Bhav. The gopis, they have very special spontaneous love for Krishna. They don't love Krishna considering that, oh, Krishna is Supreme Personality. So if we love them, we build relationship with Him and then we will be very glorious. The point of love there is, and the object of love is only Krishna. The object, the intent of that object of love is not that He is Supreme Lord or something. But this is called spontaneous desire, spontaneous love. When you see someone, spontaneous love develops in your heart. That's called Sahaj Bhav. Ordinary. Not that you develop that love. Developing love is the love of sadhakas, practitioners. Like what we are doing. We are forcing ourselves to get up early in the morning. We're forcing ourselves to attend Mangalarti. We're forcing ourselves to struggle to chant 16 rounds a day. Right now everything is forcing. But there is not natural inclination for Krishna. This is unnatural. Understand? When it becomes natural, that is called spontaneous love. Gopis, they didn't practice anything. Or there is no other any intent that by developing love with Krishna, oh, we will be getting so many facilities and so much benefits, advantage. They don't even have any idea that Krishna is supreme. They have no idea. What is their idea? Their idea is only Krishna is the only object of love. Only object of love. Even if he gives back love or if he don't give back love. But our love is only for Krishna. Not even caring about any other concern. They only just want love for Krishna. And their concern is also not for Krishna. Their concern is to please Krishna. Very high mood. These moods, these details are given by Vishnu Chakur Thakur, by Rupa Goswami, by all acharyas. So Srila Gurudev is embodiment of the mood of all the acharyas. And he is giving this Sahaj Bhav with his ordinary talks. Even in the room conversation, with some devotees who are coming and seeing Gurudev. Gurudev saying, what is the object of your worship? At one point Gurudev said that I can give you immediately, right away, I can give you residence in Vaikuntha. You are suffering in this world? You suffering in this world? Yes, Gurudev. I can bless you immediately. You can go to Vaikuntha and serve Narayan. Where there is so much happiness, joy mood, blissful mood. And Narayan is not less. His Vilas Vigraha, his another expansion of Krishna. You get the proximity of Narayan, you're going to serve Narayan there. And then there is no suffering, there is no death, there is no old age, there is no disease. So I can send you to Vaikuntha. You want to go? If we hear this and many other facilities of Vaikuntha, we will say, yes, Gurudev, please. Take us to Vaikuntha. We don't want to be here anymore. But Gurudev said, no. Anyone who comes to bribe you or encourage you to go to Vaikuntha, we don't desire to go Vaikuntha. We have to go going beyond Vaikuntha. Going far from Vaikuntha, and that is Golok Vrindavan, where there is Sahaj Bhav, spontaneous love, to become Radhika Anuchari Bhutva, to become the maid servant of Shri Radharani. Nothing less than this. That's the ultimate. The first question by Shonak Rishi is what? Remember? Bacha? Remember? Pumsam ekant Shreya. Shreya means ultimate good. What is present? What is there in ultimate good? The ultimate Shreya for everyone is to become Radha Dasi, the maid servant of Shri Radharani. That's the essence of Srimad Bhagavatam. You know? So anyway, there are endless glories, and Gurudev was preaching this all over, even getting so many blames, and he was happily embracing those blames. I don't care. I don't care any blames, but I only care to spread the glories of Radharani and the books of the Goswamis, otherwise this all going to get lost. Gurudev told me personally, not just me, the entire publication team. Because we used to come to Gurudev and said, so much work. We are working crazy, 12 hours, 15 hours sometimes, 10 hours. So many books, one after the other. Yeah. Gurudev was not resting and was not allowing us to rest. बोले ना सोऊंगा ना सोने दूंगा. But he had so much energy, we don't have that energy. We were struggling. And for him it was very sahaj, very simple. Getting up 1 in the night, writing books, translating. You know, and he wanted us to do so many books. You know. Because he said, when I will leave this world, no one going to come forward to produce these books. Sound kharab hai. No one going to come to produce these books. Therefore, I am working hard on these books as much as I can until I live in this world. I want to produce these books. So this will remain as something which is eternal forever for everyone to read. So for everyone to understand. And while preaching in year 2010, abhi bhi theek nahi hai. There's some echo. Or maybe my throat has echo. In year 2010, Gurudev started giving indication in Belgium, in many other places. This is going to be my last trip. I'm not coming back again. But everyone just took these words simply, understanding now he's getting old, advanced age, and therefore he don't want to travel anymore. But his intent of saying those words were totally different. And he had a desire, a long time desire. I want to go visit the birthplace of Sita Devi. And that is Janakpur. It's near Nepal, on the border of India. Gurudev had this desire. I've been Ayodhya, I've seen the birthplace of Ram, and Gurudev was very fond of Ram Leela, as we all know. Because he's born where? Tiwaripur in Bihar. And in that state, everyone is very fond of Ram Leela. So Gurudev is always inclined towards potency, Shakti. Sita Devi's glories are higher than the glories of Ram. Radharani is superior than Krishna. You know, Ashya Vigraha, the topics of Ashya Vigraha. So he had this desire, and in year 2010, after his Western trip, his tour, he came to India, and some of his disciples, he made arrangement, a comfortable arrangement for Srila Gurudev to visit Janakpur. Gurudev had darshan, Sita Devi, birthplace. And when he came back to Mathura, everyone welcomed him as usual, every time. And Gurudev said something very important there. And because I was present there, I remember this, and if you see, I wrote one article in the book of Gurudev's Viray, separation, where many other sannyasis and brahmacharis, grasthas, they contributed their writings. So if you read my article there, I was present there and I remembered Gurudev specifically said this, that I've toured all over the world more than 15-16 times, parikrama of the entire globe. And there was my long time desire, to have darshan of the birthplace of Sita Devi. And I'm just coming from Janakpur. I think my parikrama of the entire world has come to end. Gurudev mentioned this. My parikrama has come to end now. Again he gave this indication. So everyone just took very lightly. And he was giving those indications again and again. Then he started doing some house programs in India, all those places. And some complications started happening. They took Gurudev to Srila Gurudev and Gurudev to doctor, and he got a diagnosis with something serious. He was losing his appetite, digestion, all that stuff. His health was getting deteriorated, and everyone decided he's not going to go preach anymore. He needs rest now. So there are many details into that. I'm not going to that details. But then came Kartik month. Gurudev was sick prior to Kartik month, 2010. In that Kartik month, the news was spreaded all over the world. Gurudev can leave any time. He can leave any time. So all devotees, no matter rich, poor or whoever so, they came from every corner of the world. Even those who have no work or no money to buy a ticket come India, even they came. Selling their possessions, selling their cars, their motorbikes, everything, to have darshan of Gurudev before he leave this planet. Because everyone used to love him a lot. Just like dying for him, that kind of love. And equally Gurudev was loving everyone so much. And he had a very special quality. He's very personal to each and every one. Irrespective of anyone his disciple or not his disciple. Whoever disciple, he was giving equally love to everyone and education, training to each and everyone without any other consideration. Understand? So he was like a father figure of everyone, entire world. And therefore he captivated everyone's heart, steal everyone's heart with his love, loving nature. Understand? He used to cut jokes with devotees. Just like one time one devotee came and said, Gurudev, how can I serve you? And Guru said, the best way of serving me is do not disturb. Because you're disturbing me a lot. Do not disturb. This is the best way to serve me. So very humorous sometimes. And sometimes very grave. So with each and every personality, even children, the young ones, teenager, middle age, old age, with every individual so much interaction and personal. And his quality was also correcting everyone. Seeing any mistake, immediately correcting. Saying that if I will not correct, then who's going to correct? If anything I'm seeing, you're not doing your sadhana properly or your worship properly. If I will not correct, then who's going to correct? Because this is my love that I'm taking you as my own and I'm correcting you. Such a deep loving mood. His mood was little changed when he started his Western tour 1996. And the first country of his visit was Holland. Why his mood changed? Before his travel and tour to Western world, he was very strict to everyone. Strict means slapping, boxing, whoever comes on the way. Not only his disciple, even his godbrothers. Gurudev's godbrothers. Gurudev used to beat them if he see anything wrong. But after travel, 2-3 years in Western world, when coming back India, he started saying thanks to everyone. Even to brahmacharis bringing water or prasadam, Guru said thank you. The brahmachari is asking Gurudev Sevaks in Mathura, they have so many years of association, it was more like father-son relationship. I would say guru-disciple, but more like father-son. No reservations. Like anyone can go to Gurudev and say, oh, you have headache? Start massaging. Not like reservation, you are guru, how can I come close to you? How can I hold your head like this? And no thank you. In India, it's not easy to say thank you to anyone. On a special occasion, you say thank you. Value that thank you is special, reserved for special occasions, not each and everything thank you, thank you, thank you. So when Gurudev started saying thanks, we were asking Gurudev, why are you saying thanks? He said, oh, what to do? I spent time in America, all over. And it's very important and compulsory to say thanks, otherwise they feel it's not appropriate. And also, less chastisement. One time, one sannyasi asked Gurudev, now you chastise with your words, you don't beat anymore. Especially the Western devotees. Gurudev said they can't handle this. If I slap them, they will leave me. They can't handle that chastisement. In this Kartik month, everyone came and had darshan of Gurudev. We, couple of handful of devotees, were looking after Srila Gurudev. Sometimes he wanted to come out to give his darshan to everyone. Sometimes he don't want to come out to give darshan to anyone. He said, I don't want to go out. But devotees asking Gurudev, there are so many devotees, thousands of devotees waiting outside just to have one glimpse, one darshan. Gurudev said, I'm not in a healthy situation. I have some problem, health issue. And if my disciples will see me in this state, they may commit offenses. That he is ordinary human being. Because we also go through some physical ailment, some health issues. My father, grandfather, they also had this in advanced age. And if Gurudev was also having, then what's new in that? It's the same thing. So they will commit offense by seeing this situation, considering me as ordinary human being. This is the worst offense. So he was not happy to go out. But on request of devotees, please come out. Everyone want to see you. We used to bring Gurudev on that wheelchair outside. And all devotees there, by just seeing him, started Jai Gurudev, Jai Gurudev, Jai Gurudev, and Mahamantra, weeping and crying. Daytime they all used to go parikrama, they come back for parikrama. For evening, 5-minute session of seeing Srila Gurudev. And they are weeping and crying. And after 10-15 minutes, sometimes he is willing to speak, sometimes he is not willing to speak anything. And after 10-15 minutes, when taking him back and door closed, then everyone becomes so sad and lamenting. There were some devotees who can't stay long in India, they wanted to leave in the middle of Kartik, knowing that Gurudev can leave any time and they have to leave to their respective countries. We saw them personally, how they were totally devastated. They don't want to leave, but what to do? I can't tell you, can't explain you the emotions at that moment. They were burst in tears and they don't want to leave. But forcefully helpless, in that condition they have to leave. And they only wanted to touch Srila Gurudev for 1 minute. 1 second, I would say. Can you please allow us to touch Srila Gurudev 1 second, just 1 second. And his condition was not that very healthy that everyone can come and touch him. So it was very, very restricted. No one can come close to him to make the area very clean and all that. But devotees' emotions are more superior and higher than anything else. So sometimes in a sneaky way, because there were so many guards who were guarding Srila Gurudev, and sneaky way, we bringing Gurudev in, devotees in to touch him, and told them, not more than 1 second. They said, that's enough for us. And they were coming inside room, paying obeisances, and just like a baby touch. 1/2 second touch like this on their head. Okay, that's it. And we are so happy. And if we're giving them any flower, any garland or any prasadam of Gurudev, they will become so happy. So some devotees, they were leaving, but many, they were just still there. And in the middle of that parikrama, Kartik parikrama, there came a very auspicious tithi. Disappearance of Srila Bhaktivedanta Vaman Gosai Maharaj. Now everyone got worried. Gurudev going to leave on this day. Because he was very close and intimate with his godbrother Srila Bhaktivedanta Vaman Gosai Maharaj. So he may leave on this day. Very panic situation. Yagyas were being performed. Sankirtan, all night kirtan, prayers, Govardhan Parikrama, Abhishek. So much was happening. And everyone knew, for sure, certainly, Gurudev can choose this day to leave this planet. Everyone's heart was beating very fast. But that day was over and there was a relief to everyone. He's still with us. I was inside Gurudev room. Gurudev asked me, where did Parikrama went today? And even I was not going out from his room. I was always inside the same premises. So I didn't knew where the Parikrama was going. And I just assumed and I said, today Parikrama went to Barsana, Gurudev. And he said, no, today Parikrama went to Nandagaon. And I was surprised how he knows this. Then later on I asked brahmacharis, where did you all went today? They said, Nandagaon. I said, I thought it's Barsana. How Gurudev knew that Parikrama went to Nandagaon, not Barsana? Because Gurudev said, it's me. I'm the one who's doing Parikrama. You all are not doing Parikrama. You are just following my footsteps. I'm the one who's doing Parikrama. And I'm taking all of you in the Parikrama. And if anyone believe this or not believe this, even now, even every year in parikrama, Gurudev is present and he is the one who is leading the parikrama. It's not being seen physically with his eyes, but his presence is still in the parikrama. He is the leader and he is leading the parikrama. Everyone is just following him. Irrespective of any groups, doesn't matter. Because everyone is disciple and dear sons of Srila Gurudev and daughters of Gurudev. You know? He manifested himself in many forms and leading everyone's parikrama. A broader vision. And in this way, parikrama was over. Kartik parikrama was over, and that's a winter time in India, and Gurudev doesn't like winters and cold. So there was a discussion, a meeting, where we should take Gurudev for the better treatment. What better treatment? What better treatment? He was getting all kind of treatments. Allopathic, homeopathic, Ayurveda, naturopathy, every kind of pathy. Every kind of treatment. Whoever is expert in whatever was coming with advices, medicines, therapies. Even some came with Reiki. Doing Reiki to Gurudev. Yeah. This is their love. And Gurudev was accepting everyone's service. This is called acceptance. Accepting the love. Every kind of therapy was been done.
Maharaj, like they were making asparagus soup for Gurudev as well. Everybody was bringing those asparagus from the
Yeah, good point. Everyone was bringing asparagus from Western world because he was taking asparagus soups and there were many things. Soups but he was not able to digest anything. Very hard. He stopped eating. And then came some ISKCON GBCs. Very famous ones. I'm not going to take their names. They came who were opposing Srila Gurudev while he was preaching. You know, I didn't want to say this, but a little hint of this. When Gurudev started preaching, they knew very well everyone is going to go and see Gurudev and hear his Harikatha, and if any one person, one time, if a person go and hear his Harikatha, he will be finished there. Hypnotized with love and Harikatha. Ashram Maharaj, you know Ashram Maharaj? He was sent as a spy to go and see what's happening in the Narayan Maharaj camp. Go and see and come back and report to us. So he came as a spy, and in the middle of all devotees sitting there, and he heard Gurudev lecture. He just heard one lecture of Gurudev and is totally flat, finished. And he revealed that I came as a spy, but now I understand your glories. You are not different from Prabhupada. You came for the same reason as Prabhupada came to Western world to give. I don't understand why these people are so much against and envious to you. You know, these were so much struggle and opposition time. Then he took initiation from Gurudev, and in this way so many people came. With positive mood, with negative mood, with a checking mood. But whoever came to Srila Gurudev and heard his katha and his personal interaction with his love attraction, all got totally changed. It's like a chintamani. You know chintamani? Chintamani is a jewel. If you touch with iron, it turns to gold. Anyone who came and touched Srila Gurudev, the worst person, offenders, sinners, with a touch of his love, they all became gold. Yeah. So there was a big discussion where we should take Gurudev to. Which country can give the best treatment? Let's go Italy, let's go here, Europe, America. Gurudev said, no, I don't want to go anywhere else. I want to spend time in Dham. This is the end of my preaching, end of my time. Just like Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada ji, when he also got sickness pastime, he manifested desire to come to Vrindavan and leave my body in Vrindavan. So he came to Vrindavan Dham. Gurudev also didn't want to go anywhere else for his treatment. He said, enough. Now I want to spend my time in Dham. So we brought Srila Gurudev to Delhi temple in our Gaudiya Math, Gurudev's Gaudiya Math in Delhi. And there so many doctors were coming and visiting him, giving treatment, checking on him, this and that. So much was happening. Every single day, the best doctors of Delhi, the best doctors of India, they were invited and they were giving suggestions and all that. And devotees from China, Russia, Europe, everywhere, they were just there, singing outside Gurudev's room. Maha Mantra, 24 hours in the temple. And Chinese devotees, their singing Maha Mantra is very special kind. They're very sweet, very loving devotees. They can't utter R. In their language there is no R, there is L. So Jayo Jayo Guludev, Jayo Jayo Guludev, Jayo Jayo Guludev, Jayo Jayo Guludev, Lade Lade Lade. Yes. That's their style, there is no R in their language. Guludev, Guludev like this, but crying and weeping, emotions. 24 hours kirtan. And again, we're bringing Gurudev outside the room and everyone cheered up to see him. Jai Gurudev ki Jai, Gurudev ki Jai. Hundreds of Chinese devotees. They didn't want it to go back to their country. They just want to stay there. And now it was almost end of November, beginning of December. It's getting very cold. So discussion was there, where Gurudev we can take you. Any warm place. So the choice was given to go Navdeep Dham. But Navdeep is also very cold. Then Gurudev said, let's go to Jagannath Puri. There was a meeting in the Gurudev room. Let's go to Jagannath Puri. And Gurudev said, even Puri Maharaj, he also left his body in Jagannath Puri. So Gurudev was referring to my Guru Maharaj, Shri Bhakti Pramod Puri Goswami Maharaj. So I can go and I can also leave my body there. But everyone say, why are you saying this? Don't speak like this. We will take to Jagannath Puri. So all arrangements were done. We took Srila Gurudev to Jagannath Puri Dham. And there in Jagannath Puri, his mood was totally changed. Changed means he became more and more deep and grave, always looking at the ocean. As looking at the ocean. And devotees ask Gurudev, what are you looking at? And what are you meditating on? Gurudev said, the same ocean where Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu displays his pastimes. And he was relishing the separation mood, Vipralam Bhav. Vipralam Bhav means separation mood. Jagannath Puri Dham is also known as Vipralam Kshetra. Many names of Jagannath Puri. Shank Kshetra, Vipralam Kshetra, where Mahaprabhu exhibited extreme of separation mood. My Guru Maharaj also, he was there in his last days, also relishing this separation mood. Similarly, Gurudev also. When a person gets sick or ill, his complexion from material perspective, the beauty gets faded. Just from a material perspective. Don't take my words otherwise. But Gurudev complexion was changing to golden complexion. Many times we hear how Yashoda Maya, what is the color of Yashoda Maya? She's Sham, dark complexion like Krishna. But sometimes her complexion changed to golden complexion. When she meditates on Radharani, meditate means when she remembers Radharani, her complexion changed to golden. Like Krishna complexion change, meditating on Radharani. Radha Chinta Niveshinam Yasya Kanti Vilopita Shri Krishna Charanam Vande Radha Lingitam and Radha Alingitam Vigraham. By meditating on Radharani or by embrace of Radharani, complexion get changed. Radharani complexion get changed. When she is in separation from Krishna, her complexion is golden complexion. But constantly thinking of Krishna, she gets changed to dark complexion, which we can see in Jagannath Puri. When we go to Jagannath Puri, you can see Tota Gopinath temple, Radharani is in Sham complexion. Understand? So we hear these pastimes, we don't know all these things. But with Srila Gurudev we saw this. When he was in Jagannath Puri, his complexion was turning more whitish and golden complexion. This was being noticed by many devotees there. And it was very intense seva there. I cannot tell you those details for some reasons, because then it looks like I'm fear of two things. One fear is, by hearing so, many can think, oh, he is also like an ordinary human being, as anyone gets sick, he also got sick. Second fear is, while saying and giving all these details, someone can think I'm just showing off too much, that I served him and I was in the room and I'm a very special person. This mood also comes. Oh, he's speaking too much. He's just showing off, want to take advantage of saying that he was a sevak of Gurudev. I don't care. Whatever you think. I don't care. Because Gurudev knows for what intent I'm saying. So it doesn't make any difference. Because I was telling this from long time, close proximity of Guru is not actually closeness. Understand? The close proximity of Sri Guru is not a barometer to measure that he is close and intimate. Oh, I served Gurudev 40 years, 30 years, intimately, in his room, day and night. This is not any barometer to check that you are very close to him. Even a far distant devotee who is obeying the order and instruction of Sri Guru and remembering him, he can be more closer, or she can be more closer than one who is always with him. So that's not the ideal way of judging a person. You understand my point? Like Sarup Damodar Goswami. How many of you heard the name Sarup Damodar Goswami? Like Sarup Damodar Goswami, he never ever in his whole life he stepped in Vrindavan Dham. Srila Bhakti Vigyan Bharati Goswami Maharaj used to say this. He never ever came to Vrindavan Dham, but he is addressed as Brajavasi, one who always lived in Braj. But he never ever came in Braj. So it is not your physical presence is more important, but your meditation and your intent is more important. Sri Sarup Damodar Goswami is Lalita Sakhi, who's always serving Radharani. And therefore his mood is always Brajabhav. He's always immersed in that mood, so he's Brajavasi. So if you think I'm showing off too much, you may think like this, no problem. But what is my perception with limited senses? I'm just narrating that story. You may take as you want and as much as you can. He was feeling so weak, he can't even go to washroom. So when I'm saying it's not me, the entire Seva team. We were like 6 devotees, later on become 8. Two devotees monitoring and serving Gurudev 8 hours. Then the shift goes to other pair, then other. So totally 3 shifts with 2 devotees every time. Before it was 1, then it comes to 2, then becomes 3. According to his health situations, it was getting very, very difficult to handle him. So how taking restroom? Lifting like this, like you lift your babies, lifting like this and taking to restroom, and then bringing back to the bed in this way. And many other details are there. I'm not going to that. Finally, the point came 28th December. The appearance of Srila Bhaktivedanta Vaman Gosai Maharaj. And again everyone was a little worried, not much worried, because it was appearance of Srila Bhaktivedanta Vaman Gosai Maharaj. The worry was when it was disappearance in Kartik, then Gurudev can leave on the same day as Srila Vaman Gosai Maharaj left this planet. And everyone already experienced that, and nothing happened, so it was a relief. Didn't expected that Gurudev will also manifest his disappearance Leela from this world on the appearance of his very dear god brother Srila Bhaktivedanta Vaman Gosai Maharaj. Not so much worried, a little bit worry was there. In Jagannath Puri Dham, I forgot to say this, Gurudev was manifesting so many transcendental symptoms, like constant hiccups. You know hiccups? This happens to all of us, right? But when it is constant hiccups, this is transcendental bhav, ash-sattvic bhavs. One of the ash-sattvic bhavs, the transcendental emotions, is hiccups. Then tears in the eyes, crying, tears in the eyes. Because when I was serving my Guru Maharaji, Srila Bhakti Pramod Puri Gosai Maharaj in Jagannath Puri, year 1999, then many acharyas came to have darshan of my Guru Maharaj. But when Srila Gurudev came, he gave us, the entire serving team, a special instruction. And that instruction was don't only concentrate on the body, but also enhance the mood of your Guru Maharaj. He wants to hear Chaitanya Chaitamrit. He wants to hear the bhajans of Narottam Thakur and Bhakti Thakur that enhance the moods. My Guru Maharaj. when I was serving him, Srila Gurudev, when he came to see my Guru Maharaj Ji, 1999. Gurudev paid flat obeisances to my Guru Maharaj, and he wasn't able to even see him in that state, in unconscious state. So Gurudev told us, the Seva team, you're giving medicines, you're giving feeding, everything, but also focus on enhancing his moods. So read Chaitanya Charitamrita. So moment we started doing this, Guru Maharaj was started crying, all night crying. Foam was coming from his mouth, foam like a spit, non-stop, 56 hours, crying non-stop, 48 hours. All these symptoms, which is extraordinary, transcendental. Even doctors got worried. And in Jagannath Puri, doctors raised his hand and said, Baba, we cannot do anything. And please don't call us and don't disturb me, because this is not ordinary symptoms. The doctors told. He's sadhu and is showing transcendental symptoms. So no medicine can work on this. And let him as it is. Don't disturb him. So the same instruction what Gurudev told us at the time of our Guru Maharaj, we applied the same instruction when he was in Jagannath Puri, reading Chaitanya Charitamrita and singing bhajans next to his bed. And that was, enhancing the mood. Enhancing mood means if you're crying, what is your duty? Ordinary crying, let's say if you have some fight with your partner or something XYZ, any issues, you crying, and you ask someone for counseling. The best counseling to that person is just sit with him or her and let him vent or she vent out whatever is there. Just hear. 50% relief is already there when a person went out. Just like if you get nauseous. You're in a car drive, you get nauseous, what happens? You feel so awkward. And moment you vomit out, relief. I was having nauseous, I was getting nauseous, but when I vomit, I got so much relief. This is how the emotions are developed and in the heart. But when you went out to someone, big relief. But this is material, from material perspective. From the spiritual point of view, if any Acharya devotee is crying, don't pacify and don't wipe the tears. Make him cry more. That's the best seva. Understand? Not when Gurudev is crying, speaking Hari Katha or singing some bhajan, and you come and, Gurudev, please don't cry. What is there to cry, Gurudev? Be happy. This was a case with Sri Madhavendra Puripad. Our Guru Parampara begins from Sri Madhavendra Puripad. In his sickness past time, when he was leaving this planet, he was weeping and crying and chanting what? Kya shlok hai? Ay Deen Dayard Nath He Mathura Nath Kada Valok Shay Hidayam Tam Avlok Kataram Dait Brahmati Kim Karom Meham. Oh, the Lord of Mathura, oh Krishna, where are you? Where are you? I'm weeping and crying in your separation. What should I do to have your darshan? What should I do to have your darshan? And who was serving Sri Madhavendra Puripad? His dear disciple, Shri Ishwar Puri. Shri Ishwar Puripad was serving as a disciple, not only just cleaning his body or taking care of his body, but enhancing the moods. He was not wiping his tear and saying, Gurudev, don't cry. Whereas he was making his Gurudev crying more and more. But then other disciple whose name was Ramchandra Puri, he came and told Gurudev, what is there to cry? You are Guru. If you cry, what lesson and teaching you giving to others? Try to focus on Brahm and become happy and blissful. That is such a disturbance to the mood when someone is crying for Krishna. It's a big disturbance. Can you understand this? Can you all understand this? It's a big disturbance. Don't approach a person who's crying for Krishna to pacify or wipe the tears. Rather, try to make him or her cry more. This is your seva. Otherwise, it's a disturbance. So when other disciple Ramchandra Puri instructing his Gurudev, why you have to cry so much? Shri Madhavendra Puripad rejected him. Get lost. Go away from here. I don't want to see you. Rejection is there. Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. How many of you been Jagannath Puri? How many of you been Gambhira? How many of you want to go Gambhira with me? The mood Gambhir. Gambhir means? Heavy, serious. Gambhir means what? Very grave moods. Mahaprabhu in the Gambhira and his dear associate Sarup Damodar and Ramanand Rai. The dearmost associates of Mahaprabhu was coming in Gambhira and making Mahaprabhu crying more. They were not coming to wipe his tears, but to make him cry more. By singing the bhajans written by Chandidas, Vidyapati, Mahaprabhu is relishing those moods in separation. Just like we have bhajan. Maybe tomorrow Didi will sing, Nalini will sing. Kabe Krishna Dhana Pavo. Kabe Krishna Dhana Pavo. Hiya Rama Jare Davo. Judai to Pat Tapita Paran. Sajaiya hiya giya. कल सुनेंगे tomorrow एकादशी. Mahaprabhu is weeping and crying, weeping and crying. He matra dine dine Sarup Ramanand sane Nij bhav kore na vidit. Bhare vishe jwala hoye bhitre anandmay Krishna prem adbhut charitra. The same Jagannath Puri Dham, the Vipralam Kshetra, where the mood of separation is prominent, Mahaprabhu is weeping and crying there. The same place where Bhaktivinoda Thakur was weeping and crying. And the birthplace of Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada. The same place where my Guru Maharaj was also in separation mode, Vipralam Bhav, weeping and crying. Srila Gurudev was also. So at that moment, enhancing moods of separation becomes the greatest service. At that comes a point where taking care of body is not important. Giving, feeding, prasadam is not important. This is a stage. Giving medicine is not important. What is more important that time? Enhancing mood. That doesn't mean we have to neglect giving all other necessities. But most important is singing bhajans to make him cry more and more and more. Because this cry is not ordinary cry. This is transcendental. Divya bhav. Bhare vishajala hoye bhitre anandamay. What is the meaning? What is the meaning?
From outside it looks like Mahaprabhu is being scorched with poison, but from inside he's relishing so much bliss.
Krishna Prem Adbhut Charitra. The astonishing feature of Krishna Prem externally is like scorching drinking poison, feeling so much separation, weeping. But inside, so much bliss. Internally extracting so much bliss. And out externally looks like sad mood. If you hear Hari Katha and you cry, if you sing anything, you get tears. We welcome those tears. Heart gets softened. And one gets so much happy and bliss if we cry for Krishna. Hari Hari bolite nayne bhave neera. We welcome those tears. We are praying for those tears to come. This is a different language, spiritual world language. So Gurudev was also, when he was listening to those bhajans sung by the devotees, he was weeping and crying. Tears non-stop from his eyes flowing. Special, Vishesh mood. And in one night, he exhibited the symptom of spitting, like foam came from his mouth. How much can you spit? 1 time, 2 times, 3 times? But if it is constantly coming out from inside, what does that mean? It's not any disease. This is transcendental symptoms. The sattvic bhavs. And sometimes blabbering. Gurudev was speaking something. He was speaking something which is ununderstandable. No one's understanding. Same with my Guru Maharaj. He was speaking which we are not able to understand what he's speaking. To whom he's speaking to. That was Srila Gurudev. And therefore, seeing all these symptoms and many other further details, Gurudev, he chose this day when the whole temple in Puri was getting decorated for the appearance of Srila Bhaktivedanta Vaman Goswami Maharaj this day. From English calendar point of view, Tithi is already gone. We give more importance to Tithi, not the English calendar. Right? So that is gone, but because it's date and devotee is asking me to speak, so that's why I'm speaking on this topic. We didn't realize this is going to happen, but in the midnight, the same time, almost the same time when my Guru Maharaji also, he left this world, Gurudev also. 2 sevaks were looking after him. They found something is wrong. It's not looking very great. So he called upon other sevakas. I was next door to Gurudev. So he knocked the door and we all came running in his room. And his eyes was rolling and his face was totally different. The devotees started chanting Mahamantra. We understood no one can do anything in this situation, and he is leaving now. Everyone started chanting Mahamantra loudly. But still there was a hope. So rubbing feet, his lotus feet, rubbing his hands, I elevated Gurudev, I put him on my lap, his head, and rubbing the chest, heart, but his breathing was heavy. There was an indication, but as sevak and disciples, we are trying to do whatever we can. In some cases, I don't know if you ever heard this, Srila Bhakti Hriday Van Goswami Maharaj, disciple of Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada. He already pre-announced, I'm going to leave this world on this date at this time. He already announced this. And when the day came, he was lying down, all disciples around him, and is describing, a chariot is coming, a beautiful chariot is coming. The associates of Lord is there. They are so effulgent, they are so beautiful. The chariot is coming, more closer, 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 closer. And all disciples holding him all over. And then that vision disappeared. Then Maharaj opened his eyes and he chastised all his disciples. Why you all did so? The chariot was coming and was taking me, but you all stopped me. You held me back. Because of you this happened. He was very disappointed. But then he said, on that particular day I'm going to leave. And I'm instructing, no one should be around me. They can see. And the entire description, very divine, beautiful chariot is descending. And beautiful associates are there. And they came to take me to the abode of the Lord. Can you imagine? How glorious is this? Airplane is coming and just taking you to Golok Vrindavan. And in that travel, in that journey, crossing all these layers, Swargaloka, Bhur, Bhava, all these lokas, even Brahma stands, Brahmaji, Indra, demigods, they stand in line to worship that devotee who's going to Vaikuntha, Golok Vrindavan. So we did the best we could, rubbing his lotus feet, his hand. Gurudev was on my lap here, and everyone was chanting loudly Maha Mantra, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. And he was not speaking, but his throat was moving. Many devotees asked us the question because we were few of us in the room at that moment when he was leaving. Oh, what Gurudev said in the last? Did he chanted Hare Krishna? I said, what material question is that? Regardless, if he chanting Hare Krishna or not chanting Hare Krishna, how does it matter? One is so curious to know. Is this a way to check or to judge? This is very material in nature. It is the consciousness, it is the meditation, not that in the last moment, at the last breath, you chanted or not. For acharyas. For us, it's a different case. Understand? So his throat was moving, and then it was early morning, almost like a Nishant Leela time, and the same time when my Guru Maharaji also, he left this world. And the moment Gurudev left this world, everyone was so sad, heartbroken. And the news spread like fire all over the world. Like a forest fire. Devotees came running from all other Gaudiya maths. Whoever got train, bullock cart, cycle, bicycle, whatever, any means. Some of them, they came to Jagannath Puri, but then they all got the news, we are taking Gurudev to Navdeep Dham to give him Samadhi. So, many already begin their travels coming to Jagannath Puri Dham. Some sannyasis, they were in Western world and they got stuck because it was not easy to get flight. All the flights got booked. This is about international flights, but domestic in India, all flights got so booked. People were ready to pay thousands of euros, means Indian money, but they were not getting any ticket, and everyone was fighting to get one seat in the airplane to reach Navdeep Dham because they want to see Gurudev last time. Can you imagine? It was very intense period then. Whoever got whatever. Some devotees, they said we didn't got any flight. So they were on train without ticket. There was no even seat in train. They were standing in a train and jumping from one train to other train, then taking a bus, then taking many other means, taxi and all that, because they wanted to arrive there before Gurudev goes into Samadhi. Yeah. This was the situation. And therefore, we arranged a car in which one brahmachari who was driving, and next seat where Srila Madhav Maharaj was there, and in the back seat, me and Madhapriya Prabhu, we were holding Srila Gurudev's this transcendental body, holding him straight because the body was flexible, and it was a long drive from Jagannath Puri to Navdeep Dham, almost like 20 hours drive. And there were many other taxi and cars with devotees who were following this entourage. Yeah. But it was Gurudev, we put him sit in a Padma Asana. Padma Asana, when we put acharyas in Samadhi, it has to be Padma Asana. You know Padma Asana? Padma Asana is like the feet should be like this. You understand? And it has to be done immediately then, because later on the body gets stiff. So we put Srila Gurudev in Padmasana itself in the car. And because we were familiar with our Guru Maharaj, in 1999, what happened, shifting him from Jagannath Puri to Mayapur, the same procedure was with Srila Gurudev. Putting Srila Guru Maharaj also in Padmasana. So Madhapriya Prabhu, he knew this, and he advised, he told everyone we should do like this, and it worked out very good. But it was a long journey. So today I just recalled, remembering all that single details in the car, driving, and that brahmachari who was driving, he fell a little sleepy and tired, because we were not even sleeping from so many nights then. So then they told me to drive. Then I was driving Gurudev in a car, and I was getting instruction from devotees, move fast as you can, move fast. And I was driving so fast. Even those taxi drivers in Jagannath Puri, who are very rough and tough ones, they got shocked. Who is this brahmachari driving so fast? And then I got chastisement also. You crazy, you driving so fast? Even the Puri drivers cannot drive that fast. I said, I don't know. I'm getting instructions from my seniors. Whatever they're saying, I'm just doing that. But anyhow, when we reached Jagannath Puri Dham, Navdeep, it was almost midnight, dark. And then we saw Sailab. You know Hindi what Sailab means? Flood of people. Flood. Thousands of people were just waiting on the roadside for Gurudev's arrival. Flood. And when they saw Gurudev has come, they start chanting loudly, Jai Gurudev, and it was a terrible scene. Everyone wanted to touch him. But how thousands of people can touch him? Authorities to put on the windows. Otherwise, they're going to destroy the whole car. The whole car was shaking. People wanted badly to touch Srila Gurudev's transcendental body. So difficult to control the crowd. And then brahmacharis came running, and then they made a passage for the car to go inside temple, so we can take Srila Gurudev in the temple hall. Announcement was made. Announcement was made, please don't worry. Everyone will get the chance to touch him and offer your Pushpanjalis. Every single person will get. We're not giving him Samadhi right away. Tomorrow we're going to give Samadhi, means this happened 28th, so today, 29th, Samadhi. Yes, these were the dates? Yes. So, we put Srila Gurudev in the temple hall, and everyone came in a line as long as they can spend time by offering their Pushpanjali, their heart emotions, touching his feet. Everyone got chance. Imagine thousands of people were there, devotees were there. They were coming in line such a sober way and offering their है ना क्या हो गया
महाराज गुरु जी का तो 29 दिसंबर
और 29th है ना
3 o'clock in the morning he disappeared.
Okay.
Then after you made the 20-hour drive, then it became
30, yes. Okay, good. So in this way everyone was coming, and there was a Maha Mantra in the back which we were singing yesterday. That's why I chose this Maha Mantra yesterday, because I was kind of remembering this in the singing in the Mantra Mellow session. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ramo, Hare Ramo, Ramo Ramo, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ramo, Ramo Ramo, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ramo, Ramo Ramo, Hare Hare. This was going on. This Maha Mantra. And then next day we put Srila Gurudev into Samadhi. What is the meaning of Samadhi? Samadhi. In other words, where no one want to get disturbed. There, in that Samadhi means totally 24 hours absorbed, immersed in worshipping one's Ishta, Shri Radha Vinod Bihari Ji. Devotees became so intolerant, they started throwing sand and salt, because sand and salt we put in Samadhi. And the Samadhi was completed. And there was a Viray festival. You understand Viray festival means? The festival of separation. It is not an ordinary material style that when father is gone, everyone is sad. But this is a different case. This is mixed emotion. Sad, of course, sadness is there. But this, in Vaishnav, we celebrate this. We celebrate this. Just like Shri Haridas Thakur, when he left in Jagannath Puri, the devotees started weeping and crying. But Mahaprabhu told, let's do Sankirtan. Mahaprabhu took the body of Shri Haridas Thakur and he told all the devotees, perform Sankirtan. So many mridangas, kartas, and everyone started dancing and singing. And Mahaprabhu is dancing, taking the body of Shri Haridas Thakur on his lap. Hare Krishna Mahamantra, Harinam Sankirtan. And Mahaprabhu, he put Shri Haridas Thakur, he made himself, he dug the ground and made a hole and he put Shri Haridas Thakur body in that samadhi. Where is Gopal? Oh, can you send him 1 minute? Yeah, so Mahaprabhu put Shri Haridas Thakur in the samadhi there. And lot of Sankirtan. And Mahaprabhu celebrated this occasion. By, how celebrate this? By Sankirtan and distribution of Mahaprasad. Mahaprabhu, he personally went with his Uttriya. This is like a Uttriya begging. And all the shopkeepers in Jagannath Puri temple, begging them prasad to celebrate the disappearance of his loved, his pure devotee Shri Haridas Thakur. So this is a tradition in Vaishnavism. We celebrate the disappearance. We celebrate the appearance and we celebrate the disappearance. Because Gurudev, he went back to his Ishta, Shri Radha Govindji, Shri Radha Vinod Bihari in his loving services. And to Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also. Gopal was also there. Gopal, idhar aao. आप थे ना गाड़ी में? इधर आओ. Come here. Gopal Prabhu was also with us in that seva team, serving Gurudev. Remember, na?
Yes, Maharaj.
Today, this day. Yes. Gopal Prabhu was also there.
My night seva.
Huh?
My night seva.
Night seva. Night shift, Gopal Prabhu was also there. So we had before 6 and then later on 8 devotees. 3 at one time. 9.
Yeah, total 9 devotees.
Total 9 devotees. So Gopal Prabhu was also in one of the in one of the team, night shift. No? You heard? I'm describing how we took Gurudev.
Yeah. Also driving time, Maharaj. What happened? Front of the wheel. Total puncture हो गया था. तभी भी आप drive कर रहे थे. Yeah.
थोड़ा बोलेंगे? Come. 2 minutes please. Come. Here's a mic. Hari Bol, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Bol. Hare Bol. Hare Bol, yes. इधर आ जाओ मेरे पास. I want him to speak. You can speak Hindi. You can understand English or Dutch. You know 3 languages. इधर मेरे पास. You also give some your insight. हाँ बोलो.
आज का दिन में हम गुरु जी की
Loud.
सेवा में जब हम थे तो हमारे शिफ्ट थे इवनिंग टाइम, नाइट का टाइम. तो हमारे साथ टाइम थे रामकृष्ण प्रभु, संजय प्रभु और मैं था 3. और महाराज जी थे. जैसे इमरजेंसी के लिए होते, जैसे रात को भी, दिन में भी सेवा में थे उनके, रात को भी गुरु जी के बगल वाला कमरा में थे. माधव प्रभु, संजय प्रभु, बैजनाथ प्रभु, माधव महाराज के कमरा में थे. तो जब हम लोग पूरा तो डिटेल्स में नहीं बोल सकते, बहुत स्टोरी है गुरु जी की. तो एग्जाम्पल देते हैं. जो हम जगन्नाथपुरी से नवद्वीप जाने के लिए, तो उसी टाइम क्या हुआ, शिला महाराज जी ड्राइव कर रहे थे सेवा. तो उसमें मधुमंगल प्रभु भी थे. तो महाराज जी
मधुमंगल
भी थे. तो हमारे गाड़ी में जब हम गुरु जी को, जब जगन्नाथपुरी से जब हम नवद्वीप के लिए लेके जा रहे थे, तो गुरु जी को लगता नहीं है जो कोई हम गुरु जी हमारे साथ बैठे हैं. जैसे एक टाइम सिद्धांति महाराज जी थे, एक पर माधव प्रभु थे, नीचे संजय प्रभु थे, उसके बाद नवनीत थे.
वो लोग अलग गाड़ी में थे.
नहीं, एक ही गाड़ी में था महाराज जी। एक गाड़ी में हम साथ के हमारे साथ 6 गाड़ी थे। तो ब्रजनाथ को दूसरा गाड़ी में था। तो ब्रजनाथ को लाइट मारा था ना पीछे से गाड़ी के पास में। तो हम संजय को थे, मैं था पीछे बैठा था सब। तो महाराज जी जब ड्राइव कर रहे थे तो हमारे क्या हुआ, गुरु जी की गाड़ी का सामने का पहिया जो व्हील होते हैं वो पंक्चर हो गया और गाड़ी का स्पीड था 100 के ऊपर और गाड़ी का टायर ऑलरेडी कुछ भी नहीं था, फ्लैट हो गया था। और गाड़ी वो भी आई थिंक जो ब्रिज का नाम है महानदी, आई थिंक महानदी। वो जो ब्रिज के ऊपर से गिर जाएंगे तो बचने का चांस नहीं है। और गाड़ी का स्पीड इतना था तो हम बिलीव नहीं कर सकते जो कैसे गाड़ी चल रहा था। और महाराज जी ड्राइव कर रहे थे तो पीछे से बजरंग प्रभु बार-बार लाइट दे रहे। तो उसी टाइम जब लाइट दे रहे हम लोग समझ नहीं पाया क्या हो रहे। तो उसी टाइम बोले देखो गाड़ी का सामने चक्का में तो टायर ही नहीं है, ये तो कैसे गाड़ी चल रहा था आपका। तो हम जो ब्रेक लगा कितना सॉफ्टली लग गया। और जब लगने के बाद तो महाराज जी बोले अच्छा हमको पता ही नहीं चला, महाराज जी ड्राइव कर रहा था। तो देखो गुरुदेव हमारे साथ कैसे रहे, हमारे साथ लीला है।
वो गाड़ी चला रहे थे,
गुरुजी गाड़ी चला रहे थे।
गुरुदेव गाड़ी सब चला रहे थे। ये तो फ्लैट टायर गाड़ी कैसे चल सकता है,
नहीं चल सकता।
और हमको पता भी नहीं लग रहा, हम गाड़ी 120 की स्पीड पे
और कोई खाना पीना कोई कुछ नहीं किया किसी ने भी। जब गुरुजी का नवद्वीप लेके जा रहे थे उसी रात को हमने कम से कम 11, साढ़े 11, 12 बजे तक पहुंच गया। पहुंचने के बाद
कितना लोग था
जैसा लगता है हमारे नवद्वीप परिक्रमा धाम थे। और उसके बाद कितना गांव से लोग, पूरे नगर संकीर्तन, और कितना ठंडा था। और महाराज जी लोग ने सबसे पहले मैं जब गुरुजी का सेवा के लिए गए थे मैं बोलना चाहता हूँ तो गुरुदेव ने माधव प्रभु मेरे को बोले जी गोपाल आपके सेवा में रहेंगे। तो गुरुदेव उस टाइम बोला गोपाल बहुत छोटा है वो कैसे कर सकते हैं। तो गुरुदेव को उठाना, बाथरूम में बैठाना है, उसके बाद हर चीज लिखना है, कब गुरुदेव ये करते हैं, सब कुछ डिटेल्स में करना है, डॉक्टर मेडिकल जैसा। तो गुरुदेव बोलते नहीं। तो महादेव भी बोला महाराज गोपाल और बड़ा हो गया, वो छोटा नहीं है। तो बोला ठीक है तुम लोग जैसे बोले। तो मैंने गुरुजी से हाथ से माफी मांगा, गुरुदेव मैं करना चाहता हूँ। तो गुरुदेव ने बोला ठीक है करो। तो मैं सिद्धांति महाराज महादेव प्रभु का बहुत उनकी कृपा से मैं उनकी सेवा मिला है। और बहुत से हम पूरा डिटेल्स में नहीं बोल सकते बिकॉज कुछ होते हैं जो हम उस सब चीज़ नहीं बोल पाएंगे, इसलिए संकल्प में मैं बोल दिया। तो आज का दिन बहुत हमको पूरा याद है जो आज का तिथि कैसे था और कैसे हम गुरु जी का सेवा में थे। और नवद्वीप में समाधि की कितना मेरे को लगता है यूट्यूब में वीडियो भी है, आप लोग देख सकते हो गुरु जी का समाधि कैसा हुआ। और आई थिंक 5-6 हज़ार लोग थे जो गुरुदेव का समाधि का टाइम, जितना नवद्वीप परिक्रमा में नहीं होते। फ्लाइट का टिकट दिल्ली से जहाँ 5,000 2,000 रुपये का टिकट था वहाँ पे 20-20, 25, 50 हज़ार रुपये का हो गया टिकट।
तब भी टिकट नहीं है,
इतना महंगा हो गया था।
Airlines, they got surprised. What's happening? Why everyone is going Calcutta? What is there? So they raised their price crazy, but they are not understanding why all the flights are getting full.
उसके बाद हम नवद्वीप होने के बाद हम लोग ने अब जो कलकत्ता के लिए जो महाप्रभु के स्थान दर्शन करने के लिए गए थे।
I missed that point.
Yeah?
बोलो।
तो हम लोग जब
नहीं, I missed that point when we took Guru Maharaj in taxi, in car. So first we went to Jagannath Puri temple.
Yeah, Jagannath Puri temple. Same to with the Haridas Mahaprabhu took with the.
This is how we took Guru Maharaj ji also in 1999. Outside Shri Jagannath Puri temple, and devotees they brought garland, Mahaprasad and cloth of Jagannath.
And Dantakathi of Jagannath.
Yes. All these remnants of Jagannath we offered to Gurudev. And then Shri Haridas Thakur Samadhi, Tota Gopinath. And then we took him to
Sakshi Gopal. Then from Sakshi Gopal, then after Bhubaneswar, then after
Navdeep na?
नवद्वीप में, उसके बाद खीरचोर गोपीनाथ जब नील माता
Remuna, हाँ, खीरचोर गोपीनाथ, yes.
उसके बाद हमने वहाँ से सीधा नवद्वीप कलकत्ता होके नवद्वीप से गए थे। कितना स्टोरी आज का दिन में इतना।
And after Samadhi?
हम लोग जब समाधि के बाद हम लोग भी माधव पीर प्रभु, बंशीवरण प्रभु, सिद्धांति महाराज और मधुमोहन सब लोग एक ही गाड़ी में संजय प्रभु भी थे। जितना महाप्रभु का स्थान था, जैसे 3 पुत्र संग नाचे वो उनके स्थान गया था। हम लोग कभी लाइफ में नहीं गया। प्रभु जी माधव पीर प्रभु महाराज जी का सब लोग हमको लेके गया था गाड़ी में, कहाँ सब उधर जाके इधर जाके कितना टाइम। और सबको एक रूल्स था, जो भी गाड़ी चलाए कोई भी बैठे सबको कथा बोलना है और मीनिंग बोलना है, नहीं तो कीर्तन करना है। सब गाड़ी में बैठ के, गोपाल तुम गाड़ी चला रहे हो, ठीक है, तुम भी कीर्तन करना चलाते और कुछ ना कुछ हरि कथा बोलो, गुरुदेव के विषय में, के महात्मा के विषय में। उसके बाद हम दर्शन करते करते हम लोग श्री जगन्नाथपुरी धाम आए। तब गुरुदेव की वहाँ पे गुरुदेव की ढेर सारा वहाँ आलोचना किए, वैष्णव सेवा में बहुत चीज़ है पुराना, जो आज के दिन में बहुत चीज़ याद आते हैं, जो गुरु जी का महिमा वो कभी भूल नहीं पाएंगे। आँख में आंसू आ जाते हैं सब चीज़ श्रवण करने से, याद करने से। क्या बोले माता जी?
श्री गुरुदेव की जय। So it's a day of separation, but also celebrating that separation, as Mahaprabhu did for his dear Haridas Thakur. So we Uch Sware Harinam Sankirtan, a lot of chanting and singing and dancing for the disappearance of Srila Gurudev on this day. Hare Krishna. And you see, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada, he left 1936 December 31st, or no, January 1st, means almost like midnight. And Guru Maharaj, Gurudev also Samadhi given December 30, just end of the year. So so much similarities there with Gurudev and Srila Prabhupada. Because Gurudev took the mode of Srila Prabhupada of preaching about the glories of Radharani, the glories of Mahaprabhu, the philosophy, the books of Shri Rupa Goswami, Raghunath Das Goswami, and all the Goswamis, all the Acharyas, with Shri Mahaprabhu, their whole sole purpose, their one purpose is to spread the glories of Radharani. Understand? It's not easy to say Radhe Radhe. There are so many details and the purpose behind speaking Radhe Radhe. Srila Gurudev ki jai. Acha. We're ending up here, hearing the glories of Srila Gurudev's disappearance pastime with one bhajan, Mridanga here. Jai Anilo Premadhan. Gopal Prabhu, aap gao. Acha. गोविंद मृदंग, ये माइक है ना, इधर आ जाओ पास। जय अनिलो प्रेमाधन करुणा प्रचुर।
जय अनिला प्रेमाधन करुणा प्रचुरा जय अनिला प्रेमाधन करुणा प्रभु कोथाय गेला आचार्य ठाकुर हे प्रभु कोथाय
करुणा प्रचुर जना प्रभु को लागला जगातो जना प्रभु को लागला जगातो
Guru